So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. On the move to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Or shifts past him. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their corner. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. And he is a ball. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. And he is Isabella. 70. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. There's a nice move, and this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Kamara gets it again on second down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Shoves him away. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guys leading the way.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They're going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the ground, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. A tremendous performance in this one. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete.
That's what it is.
How did he stay on his feet? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara powering his way forward. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession.
It's week 9 of the 2022 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere electric, no matter the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And all the way down to the 29. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around. So,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alvin. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that looked almost... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fight it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. They find some open field here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And how about that for just running out the clock? So we have reached halftime with a visiting. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Back to throw here. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Arizona.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Alvin Kamara.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. A nice... Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown. It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd TD of the season. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They go play action here on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. A solid stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught by Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Shelling through the defense, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
back in Week 4. The Cardinals won a blowout in their first game against the Seahawks. Can Seattle even the score? Find out next on Madden Football.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always. So the football will be at the... .25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And shedding a man at the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Pushing his way through. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First down now, but that clock rolling. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll set up a throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
We got 6.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their mobile quarterback with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big play there on the keeper.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Uses the stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Nice play, man.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught, and he is into the end zone. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's got it to Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, add 1 more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Saints. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins... And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll drop to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's go.
A gain of 19 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. I know this. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their
touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd TD of the game and 8. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Williams brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 2nd down, Kamara shoves him aside. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alvin Kamara with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Whoa! It still won't go down. And they'll get out as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back now here live in New Orleans. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he will get into the end zone. It's another. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field.
57, Mike, 57.
Quarterback, don't get nervous, man. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now Kamara. Uses the stiff arm. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Powering forward.
Way to be there, baby.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you...
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Back in October, the Cardinals dominated their first matchup against the Rams. Can Los Angeles even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store. Between the Arizona... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, on first down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. Kamara.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
The 32-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Cardinals first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cardinals 7, Rams nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. But let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And this one caught by Max Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Running with Kamara. Muscles him off. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's make these babies cry.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. Ugly. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
186 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Again, it's Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? He's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 42.
Uses the stiff arm. Now they can't bring him down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Taking it in. And Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! The offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. Traquan Smith, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, you're
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. Fights through it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On the ground, Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 84 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Shoves him aside, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. The streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.